Hello and welcome back to another video of mine. I really do not have the mental capacity to work on any normal videos, and I also can't really record the fanfic videos because everyone is home, and it's loud, and my great-grandmother is also staying with us, so I don't really want her to hear me voice acting stuff and reading stuff out loud, and yeah, already recording this is a bit I read Loveless yesterday, which is a book about an AroAce girl and her figuring out her sexuality and all that, and it was so interesting, and it really made me think. It also made me a bit emotional because I am asexual and aromantic myself. But the book really made me realize that I really hadn't come to terms with my sexuality. I was always like, maybe I'm not really that, and maybe I'm just imagining it and all that. What if I'm not that? And I'm doubting myself all the time. But after reading the book and seeing someone else who experienced the same thing, it really was eye-opening and so nice to see representation, because I was the same when I was little. I've never really liked other people that way, ever. I always remember when I was little and all the girls would talk about boys or like boys in her class, and I was kind of always like, that's weird and gross. And I never really thought much of it. I always thought, nah, I'll grow out of it. And I was always like that. I even remember when I was 13 and I told my stepdad I was never getting a boyfriend, ever. And yeah, I guess that's kind of true, because I don't really want to date anyone, ever. It's just, I don't find it appealing. I just see relationships as just something complicated. And I always struggled with romance, ever. Like, I had quote-unquote crushes when I was little. They were not crushes at all. Let's be honest here. I never really liked them that way. I didn't understand my feelings. I just thought that was normal. And I could never approach anyone. Honestly, I just found them. I just thought they were attractive, that's all. I remember once in school, and I told her, one student, before I even knew I was asexual, that, oh, I like that boy, and she knew him, and she was like, I can set you up with him. And then I lost all interest in him. I want nothing to do with him. I think that was the point where I started questioning it, and I was like, why am I feeling this? Why can't I feel anything? Am I broken? And I just did not understand. Everyone else around me was feeling it, but I wasn't. I never got the butterflies in my stomach. I never got a spark, or whatever the hell that means. I have no idea what that means. For all I know, that it's fake. I don't know what that feeling is, and I don't know. In hindsight, I probably should have figured it out earlier. I remember when I wrote some your name, that type of fic, like reader X stuff, and it was fun. I started writing it, and I got to the point where the reader got their phone number, the love interest phone number, and then I was like, what now? And I had no idea how to continue that. I didn't know how to get from the phone number to actually them dating. I had no idea how that worked. And then I just had to drop the fanfic because I did not know what to do next at all. You just don't know how it works. I actually like reading romance novels and stuff. I find them interesting. But I never like romance if it's in a crime novel or detective novel. I just feel like it gets in the way. I don't get what the point of that is. And I know it might sound weird and all that, because it isn't the norm. that I just find that there's no use for romance. Like, everything is so complicated. Like, what if your partner turns out to be like a serial killer or something? And all that, and all worried about, oh my gosh, yeah. You don't really know what the person is or what the person is hiding. They could cheat on you as well. When I was younger, I always denied everything because in the back of my head, I knew I saw girls the same as boys, but I never, I denied it because I thought I was straight and all that. I just never realized I didn't think anything of either gender because I did not know it was a thing. I only realized it when I was 18. And after reading Loveless and the things she had to go through, I'm really happy I realized I was sexuality before I did anything, honestly. Because if I ever tried anything with anyone, or if I got together with anyone, what would I tell them if I found out, yeah, I don't feel anything for them? You know, that would hurt someone. And I'm glad I realized early. And I always thought I couldn't approach anyone because I was shy. Now I'm realizing, even if I wasn't shy, that would never have worked out, ever. And now, after realizing that, romance and just sex is everywhere. It's everywhere. I'm not sex repulsed or anything, I'm sex indifferent, but I'm definitely kind of romance repulsed. Like, I can manage, I can deal with it in novels, but I just don't like it in real life. I don't like it in movies. I just think it's gross. I don't like it. I actually have tried talking with my mom about it, but it just didn't really go well. I recently again talked to her about it, and she said, you never know and all that, and it's just so annoying. My whole life I'm gonna have people just tell me that doesn't mean anything, that'll change my mind. That sucks. Because I also try to talk to my mom about being child-free and me not wanting kids, and again she says, you never know, and it's so annoying. It's so annoying. I don't like kids. I don't want a relationship, and I'm sure of that. I have friends, and I love them. I tell them I love them, and they tell me they love me, and I'm happy with that. I actually go to a Christian school, so teachers are not accepting, so my friend as well, they're pan, and also doesn't really say that to other people. I don't really bring it up with other people as well. Like, she told our class, and I told our class as well, and I just brushed it aside. Some people are accepting, like my friends, but other people not so much. Like, there are two jerks in our class that just like to be homophobes and then turn around and say, I'm not homophobic. And we also had recently a lesson about pride, and you can guess how that went. She put out like what the world thinks and what God says, and you can probably guess what that world thinks, and accepting of gay marriage, accepting of everything. And then the Christian side, it's like, no, it's just man and woman, and you have to have kids, and it's just, why push this onto other people? And like, we don't care about this at all. And there's a test next week on this as well, and I'm gonna dread that because I'm gonna have to write exactly the opposite of what I think. Also, we had a lesson where the teacher talked about how there were like 3 types of things, and like there was lust, friendship, and then there was God. And I'm like, what? Because I'm an atheist and I do not believe in God, and I'm also asexual and I do not feel sexual attraction. I only have friendship, I only feel platonic love, and I'm perfectly fine. And also, I don't like how they endorse being hateful towards others. I hate that. I do not like that. Like, those two as well, they believe what the teacher says, and they're the most toxic in the class, and that just doesn't say anything good. Christians are not all bad. Like, most of my friends believe in God, and I have family members that believe in God as well. I have pagan family members, I have Christian family members, atheists. It's a big mix, and everything is valid. And my country isn't really too accepting of that, and that sucks. Because that's just how Latvians are. They don't really like change. They don't like different things. Like, so many people are homophobic here, and my friend like sent us in the group chat post where a homophobic person set a gay person on fire, which is absolutely crazy because you don't hear that stuff happening in Latvia ever. You don't hear that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and goodbye.